Hey, lovely people. If you've been craving that rich, mouthwatering Nigerian Egusi soup that not only looks amazing like this, but also tastes very good. I mean, it tastes so better. Then you are in the right place, okay? Today I'm showing you step by step how to cook Egusi soup that will make your guests ask for more. Please do well to like this video, comment, and subscribe for more amazing recipes. So let's dive into it, guys. So in the pot, I added minced meat. So this has got some pomo, shaki, and lots more. And then I went in with my goat's meat, okay? And I'm just going to season this meat now. I have there some thyme, salt, bouillon cubes, and some curry powder. I'm just going to shake that gently. I'm going to mix it thoroughly so that those spices can set in very well before I go in with water, which is just enough to cook this meat until it is soft and tender. So that's me adding the water and covering the pot and leaving that to do its job. I mean, to go cook. Now, this is how melon seed looks like. I mean, if you've not seen egusi seeds before, this is exactly what it looks like. I washed that very well and then transfer into my blender and allow it to blend until it is perfectly smooth. I set that aside, and this is the pepper mixture that we will be using. I've got some scotch bonnet, yellow, orange, and red scotch bonnet, and of course 2 onions, some tetese, and just 2 tomatoes. I'm going to blend that until I'm just going to blend it roughly. Of course, I don't like smooth consistency of pepper when I'm cooking egusi or even efo. But if you want, you can blend it until it is smooth, okay? So I'm going to blend that roughly and set aside as well. So the cooking has just begun now. That's me adding palm oil in the pot. And then you're just going to eat that just a bit, not on high heat. Then start by frying the egusi. You can see the egusi, you can see the consistency. It's not watery. You don't want to add excess water to blend your egusi. If not, it's going to go watery and it's not going to fry properly. If you like that lumpy egusi soup that doesn't look watery at all, that just so looks perfect and amazing, then you don't have to add too much water to blend, okay? So that's it. The egusi is perfectly fried now. And then those pepper that I blended roughly, I'm going to go in and add it straight into the egusi. Okay, so this is the best method. The reason is that your egusi that you fry will absorb that pepper very well. All right, it's going to absorb that pepper and everything is just going to cook perfectly. The egusi will also absorb excess water, so you have to fry your egusi and then go in with that pepper mixture. All right, so I added 2 cubes of seasoning and you can use any one of your choice. I'm using Maggi Star, and then I added a bit of salt just to taste. I mixed that together gently, and at this point our meat is perfectly cooked. Okay, so it's time to add the meat into the already cooking soup and a bit of stock as well. If you've watched up to this point, kindly do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friend and your colleagues, leave me a comment, and kindly subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue cooking. It's time to add prawns now. So I love adding this big shrimps whenever I'm cooking egusi soup. I had it fresh and then I cover and allow it to cook a bit. So that's me just stirring it gently. At this point, you just want to cover the pot and allow everything to cook together to release their spices, and then the aroma in my kitchen right now is nose blinding. So it's time to add the vegetable, and I'm just using some kale. Okay, so I've added the kale and I'm just going to stir that gently, allow everything to mix together perfectly. Okay, so at this point you can take it off the heat if you have got nothing else to add. If you're stopping at you see the kale, which is fine, but trust me to take this soup to another level, guys. So let me show you the secret, the star of this soup. it is basil, okay? It adds a unique aroma and natural sweetness that takes the flavor of the soup to a whole level. Oh my god, it is so unforgettable. Trust me guys, once you try this with your egusi, you will never go back. So that's it. I just cut the basil nicely and I added it to this pot of egusi soup, okay? And I stirred it gently and I added spinach. That's just because I've got spinach at home. You can see the quantity. I added the spinach lastly. So in this soup, I used 3 vegetables. I used basil, I used kale, and I then used spinach. Our delicious pot of soup is ready, guys, and this is how you make pots of rich egusi soup that is full of flavor and love. If you've watched up to this level, guys, kindly give it a like, give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you do try this recipe and I'm sure you will never regret it. If you do, kindly leave me a comment and I will come back to the video to respond to your comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.